Hi, I'm Dr. Shaunna of drshaunna.com and welcome to Superfood Spotlight. The superfood we're featuring this week in the spotlight is grapes. Don't you just love grapes? And I am surrounded by them in wine country here. So let's talk about the health benefits of grapes and how you can incorporate them into your diet. So first of all, they're high in fiber, about 1 gram per cup, and low in calories, only about 60 calories in a cup of grapes. And they are low glycemic. They're not going to spike your blood sugar. So even though they taste nice and sweet, they're not going to spike it. So they're going to be diabetic friendly. All of that is going to be great for weight loss and weight maintenance, and great for digestive health. So that's wonderful. Now, the real reason that these are an absolute superfood, of course, is the antioxidants. And when I say antioxidants, I say that in a plural sense. There are hundreds of antioxidants within grapes. Now, we're going to talk about a couple of them, but there is much more. And so one is the lutein, and that we've talked about before as far as eye health and helping to prevent macular degeneration and cataract formation. But the big one that I'm sure you all know about is resveratrol. Now, that is a superstar, and of course the anthocyanins that give it that bright color. So let's talk about resveratrol and why it is so darn amazing. Well, it's been associated with lowering of LDL cholesterol, that's the bad cholesterol, and decrease in cancer cell growth, that's a really well-studied area, an improvement in blood flow, especially to the brain and brain health, an association with decrease in Alzheimer's, and a delay in the onset of neurodegenerative diseases. So really great. So let's look at a couple of studies and how grapes have been associated with an improvement in memory. So there was and both from a decrease in Alzheimer's, but also a decrease in brain damage from strokes. So there was a study done with Concord grape juice that found an increase in memory in older adults. And there was also a study that found that moderate red wine drinking can decrease the risk of Alzheimer's and other dementia. So define moderate. Well, moderate is 1 5-ounce glass of red wine a day for women and 2 for men. Not because of the size, but because of the enzymes that women have, the level of enzymes that women have versus men. So now that's can be a little bit controversial. If you're not a wine drinker and you don't drink alcohol, don't start because of this. But on the other hand, if you do enjoy red wine, you know that there are absolutely some healthy properties when it is done in moderation, that little bit of red wine. And that sort of contributes to the French paradox, and why people say in France that have maybe higher fat diets with cheeses and things like that, and sauces and great cooking, and red wine actually tend to weigh less and actually live longer and have less inflammation. So if you're using that already, know that what moderation means. So in addition, resveratrol has been shown to support our longevity, and it is associated with increasing the expression of 3 genes related to longevity and living longer. So great. So cheers to a healthy life. Should have had a glass of red wine here while I did this. And of course, it is skin healthy. So grapes have been associated with that. It's great with vitamins and all of those antioxidants. And in addition, and as well, the grapeseed oil itself is great on your skin, and you can use that. As an anti-cancer, of course, we've touched on that already, and in particular, it's been linked to a decrease in breast, colon, prostate, and lung cancer. And red wine in particular had been associated in one study with a decreased risk of breast cancer because it helped to lower estrogen, increase testosterone, and inhibit the spread of breast cancer cells. Again, that's a little bit of a controversial spot, and I wish I had the Harvard study outlined here, but it recalls to mind that there was a Harvard study that sort of teased that out a little bit, because alcohol in itself is associated with an increased risk of breast cancer. And There was a difference, though, when the people who had red wine were also having a lot of green leafy vegetables, or like spinach and greens in their diet at the same time as that red wine. That folate and all of those great things help to decrease that risk. So if you're going to have your red wine, then make sure you enjoy your salad. So many reasons why grapes are a great thing to enjoy in your diet. And so how can we do it? Well, the easiest is just as a snack. Grab them. They're easy to have, great to pack in kids' lunches or your own lunch. So a snack is great. A dessert is wonderful as part of a fruit salad, or a fruit platter is great, nice pop of color. The anthocyanins and green or white grapes and red grapes are both healthy, but the red grapes do have more properties, particularly related to that resveratrol and the and some of the others, but they're both good. And then, of course, you can put them on green salads. You could top yogurts with them. You could even top pizzas with grapes, and you can roast or saute grapes as well. So, experiment and see how you like to enjoy grapes. Of course, there's grape juice, and that's great. A lot of the studies were based on grape juice. The skins of the grapes have a lot of the antioxidant activity, and so you'll want to include that. And then, of course, red wine is another way to enjoy that, but you're going to want to make sure that you get some of that fruit in as well. So the last thing I just want to leave you with is the grapes are part of the Dirty Dozen, and these are this is a list that the Environmental Working Group puts out every year of the most heavily laden fruits and vegetables with insecticides and pesticides. So how I use this list, because sometimes a lot of great superfoods with a lot of great nutrition are on that list. For your organic buying dollar, because organic costs more typically, I will choose organic when it comes to these items that are listed on the Dirty Dozen. So you might want to choose organic just to maximize your benefit. So with that, how do you like to enjoy your grapes? I know some of my friends how they're going to reply, but if you have a great recipe or a unique way of enjoying them in a dinner dish, I'd love to know about that. Pop a like or a comment below. And if you would like more Superfood Spotlight videos, head on over to my YouTube channel at Dr. Shaunna. Grapes are the superfood of the week. We're featuring it in at least 2 of our superfood meals at Meal Cure. MealCure.com is an online superfood meal planning service I've created to help take the stress and chaos out of what's for dinner and put the fun, joy, ease, and most of all, the health right back in. So with that, have a fantastic week and be good for you.